tell people all the adventuring you do on these trips, you're like, actually I learned a lot more than I did in that field. It's like, damn, how did you do that in 10 days? My name is Shane Carberry-Mogan. I'm a recent graduate from the University of Connecticut, where I majored in mechanical engineering. And I first attended Green in August 2012 in Costa Rica. Came back 6 months later as a counselor, again in Costa Rica in January 2013. And then a year later in Iceland, came back January 2014. And I just finished up my trip in Peru from July to August 2014. You know, it was a resume booster, it was a renewable energy, I'd be meeting a bunch of new people in a crazy place, and I looked into it more and it just seemed like it was a perfect fit for me. And as you can see, it was just the beginning of my travels because I was hooked right after the first time. So, you know, you don't realize how big the planet can be sometimes when you just stay within your own country or within your own state. Even if you didn't go to these places, you'd never know that these people, the way they live, their lifestyles, their cultures, whatever exists unless you were dive headfirst into it. I think that's like another unique part of the Green program. You almost learn more than you actually adventure. And when you tell people all the adventuring you do on these trips, you're like, actually I learned a lot more than I did in that field. It's like, damn, how did you do that in 10 days? With Green, I've done 4 group projects already, so there's something else. As a counselor, you have to lead all these people doing it. I had a 20-person group, and I was the leader. So yeah, I think that any kind of obstacle that I would have to face in a corporate job or something like that, I feel like in a different way I've faced it with the Green program, and I think I'm ready and prepared for applying my degree and knowledge and everything towards a career. I think Green helped pave that way. A trek from the airport where it's a whole long traveling before it. You finally get to the airport and there's a little bit more traveling to get to where you need to start from, and then once you get there you're like, oh wow, this is beautiful, this is why I came here. And you're with a bunch of other students that are making that same exact realization at the same time. I think it's a very unique experience. Well, I got to see 3 drastically different countries and how they deal with what they have to generate energy, to give back to their country, their cities, and their people. I wouldn't have traveled nearly as many places as I did, seen as many things, done as many things. I'd ever be able to live up to what I did with the Green program. So I think my life would be a lot less of what it is if it wasn't for the Green program. Just be ready to be uncomfortable, but then from that, you'll be in the most comfortable situation you've ever been in. And I think that's something that is kind of hard to prepare for. It's there's going to be an awkward day or an awkward icebreaker game, but everything, everyone's doing the same thing that you're doing. So don't feel like you're reaching outside of your comfort zone and you're the only one doing it, because everyone's doing it. So I guess that would just be be open and just be ready to have fun and just let everything go. You'll be learning something, you can use it towards a degree, use it towards a career, you can get credit for it. And it's something whereas studying abroad for a whole semester or even the summer, it's 7 weeks. This is a 2-week span and you get more experience out of that than you would in a whole year. You can easily get your parents to approve of this trip because it's look at all the things I'm doing and look at all the things I'm learning. My life at the age of 22 compared to someone who hasn't traveled, I feel I've seen and done and learned things that that person might never experience, and I can take that with me as a 22-year-old for the rest of my life. I know when we were in Iceland, there was a crazy snowfall the night before, and the next day we did a little hike through the snow and just ended up having a snowball fight. And just little simple things where it's I guess back to that story, you're in the middle of a snow-covered place in Iceland with, a week ago you didn't know 40 of these people, and here you are having a snowball fight you've been childhood friends, and taking a trip down memory lane or something. I just think the simple stuff, apart from obviously the beauty and all the power plants and landscapes and all that, I just think connecting with people that you never otherwise would have met, and then you become so close within like a week and a half span, I think is a really unique part of the green experience. Adam was GoProing me. I said only on the green program, upside down while ziplining through a valley in Peru. So I think once you say that, you either are about to or just did something that you never would have otherwise done in your life, and it's just, the phrase itself is almost like an experience. If you're a future like prospect looking into the green program, I think if you want to have like a lifetime of memories with people who start off with as being strangers, ending as best friends, I think the green program is, within like a 2-week span, I think the green program is the perfect fit for